My birthday just passed 2 weeks ago.
Oh, hello, pay attention. Where the hell did you think you were coming to? Oh my God. Was this your first time to a medium?
Yes.
Oh, no wonder why. I always get the psychic virgins. First of all, when I'm connecting, your father's coming through. And he is so funny because he's got everybody there on the other side when I'm connecting with him.
Yes.
He showed me like half your family died, and he's going like this, like, come on, she's here, he's telling me she's on. He's like, she's on, like almost like you're on the TV, like your father, I guess, didn't know what the hell Zoom was. And it's so funny because when I'm connecting with him, all I keep smelling with your family is cigarette smoke on the other side when he's coming.
Oh gosh.
He showed me that they're all smoking. And he says to me, Matt, she's the one who smells me. So do you sometimes smell like the cigarette smoke?
Yes.
You're not crazy. That's your father, and it's your whole family that's here.
Oh my gosh.
He says to me, Matt, you have to let us through, he goes, because if I didn't come through tonight, my daughter would think that this isn't real, he says, because we're the loudest people in the room that you would ever know, he says to me.
Yes.
He's remembering the family parties here in this world because he shows me that you had family members that were musically oriented here in this world. Because I keep seeing people playing the guitar when I'm connecting at the family parties and everybody being together. And your dad says to me, Matt, these were the best times of my life here in this world, he tells me. But what was really hard was this. When I'm connecting with your father, this was a man who had suffered before his passing here in this world.
Yes.
And when I'm connecting with him, he keeps showing me that he did not want to admit that he was sick, and he did not want to admit that he was dying, even though everybody else around him knew it.
Yes.
What your father wants to let you know is this. He says to me, Matt, please let her know that in heaven, he says, not only am I fine, but also I need to let my daughter know that I am so lucky that God gave me the chances that he did with my health here in this world. Because when I'm connected with your father, he shows me that there were so many close calls with him, and he would get sick and bounce back and get sick and bounce back. And even when your dad died, he tells me that the whole family was like, really? He died? Like everybody couldn't even believe it, because like when you called your dad, when you called people and were like, oh, dad's sick, they like, it's almost like it would just kind of went over their heads because he was always sick. There was always something going on with him.
Yes.
You see that? What your dad is so happy about is to let you know that he's here and that he's with you. He says, Matt, please tell my daughter that she lived up to every expectation that I had of her as my daughter here in this world. He wants to thank you for the way that you kept in touch with the family. He wants to thank you for the way that you kept everyone together. He wants to thank you for all the things that you kept of his here in this world. And he's bringing that through. He's also telling me when I'm speaking to him this, he says, Matt, I want my daughter to know that now that I'm on the other side, I see life so differently. He says, I see that I didn't have to fear death here in this world. I didn't have to fear all the things that I went through, because if I ever knew where I was going, he says, I wouldn't have been so afraid to die. That's what he tells me. And this is weird, okay? Did you keep his belt or like his belt? He showed me a belt when I'm connecting with him.
Yeah, we actually kept a couple things of his.
Well, I know there was things that was kept, but when I'm connecting with him, because he shows me a hat that was kept of his here in the physical world. I know there was a hat that was kept, but I'm also seeing, because anytime that something spirit shows me something out of the ordinary, I'm always like, really? And he shows me like this belt that was kept of his that like looks like it was from 1,000,000 years ago.
Yes. Yes, there is.
He says to me, Matt, he goes, can you believe this? Can you believe that's like falling apart? He's telling me. And he's laughing about this as well. But you know what he's also laughing about? I don't think you know that you kept this, but you did. He goes, Matt, if you want to talk about crazy things my daughter kept, he goes, she kept my shoehorn. What the hell is with the shoehorn?
I don't know. We just had, it was a box that we had of a bunch of things, and I just kept it.
And was there a shoehorn in there as well?
Yes.
Because your father saying to me, this was the one thing that I used every day. He goes, I hadn't used that belt in years. He says to me, it didn't fit him anymore. But he says to me, I used my shoehorn because I couldn't reach my feet. He's showing me.
Yes.
And he's laughing about that. And I love when your loved ones do this, right? Because you may have thought that they weren't paying attention, but yet they see everything that you do. So please know that your dad is also thanking you for the care that you gave to your mother here in this world.
Oh, God.
Because he's talking about that when I'm connecting. And your mom since passed?
Yes.
She's also here. He says, Matt, please let her know her mother's here. And he says to me, please let her know that her mom is okay with me. So I got to tell you this. This is the hardest thing. When I'm connecting with your dad, he tells me that your mom's passing was the hardest thing that you have ever gone through within your life because you were such a tight-knit family. And when I tell you your dad is like the spokesperson, like I feel like he was like the mayor here in this book because he's like talking to me as though he's at like a presidential rally, like just telling me everything about you. He's going to me, Matt, to us, to my daughter, we were her everything. He tells me that you took equal turns, taking care of him, taking care of your mom, being for the both of them. And you gave up so much of your life because you loved your parents so much. And since they both left your life, you feel like you're all alone. And he says to me, Matt, she says, the one thing they have to tell my daughter is that this is what I was worried about. I didn't want her to be upset if one day we passed on. I'm also hearing the name Frank because they're also Frank.
That was my grandfather. That was my dad's dad.
Oh, I love that because he says, saying to me, tell him Frank's here, and he's saying that Frank's there on the other side with them. What I love about this is your family's way of showing you that every single person that has been lost in their life is there and with you, and letting you know that no matter what you do here in this world, that they're not judging, they're a part of you every day. Because they keep telling me there was an issue that you had with the property, keeping a property or holding on to the property.
Yeah.
And you were upset with that.
Yeah.
They said to me, don't be upset. They says, Matt, she can only do so much. And at the end of the day, what they're telling me is this is their way of validating that they haven't truly left you. I also have to say happy birthday, they're telling me.
Oh gosh.
Whose birthday is it?
It's actually my father-in-law's birthday.
Perfect. And did you just celebrate with him?
He's passed.
Okay. No, I feel like it's somebody that's still here in this world because they keep telling me about the birthday.
My birthday just passed 2 weeks ago.
Oh, hello. Pay attention. Where the hell did you think you were coming to? Oh my God. Was this your first time to a medium?
Yes.
Oh, no wonder why. I always get the psychic virgins. Why is it? Why can't I have the people that go to mediums on a regular basis? No, I'm kidding with you. Please no, because they just whispered, you have to say happy birthday. So the fact that it was just your birthday 2 weeks ago, please know that your whole family's here to let you know they didn't miss out on that day. Because when you were just thinking about them and saying, oh my God, I wonder if my dad was here. I wonder if my mom's here. I wish they were here with me right now. This is their way of showing you, yes, we're here. We are with you. And that we have never left your side.
Thank you.
Right? I really hope that this helped you.